I've decided to do the Ministry and Marilyn Manson records. Here they all are. But first I'm going to show you this great little record that I picked up the other day. It's called The Alligator. It's by Henry Gibson, a little stand-up comedian and television star from the 60s. And it's him doing poems. You might recognize his face. He was in an episode of the Beverly Hillbillies where he played this cowboy star that Granny thought was somebody else when actually it was just this guy. And it was Quirt Manley. That was the name of the cowboy star. So if you run across the Beverly Hillbillies episode, this guy plays in one of the funniest, and he plays the character of Quirt Manley. Okay, this is going to be a two-chair, I guess, thing. I'm setting the records on chairs, and it's going to take two of them. Let's get through these. Okay, this is Marilyn Manson, Heart-Shaped Glasses. And there's a bunch of stuff in these because I go to a ton of shows and I just keep the mementos in the record jackets. Okay. Geez, there's pictures. Geez, there's a lot of stuff in here. Here's what the little picture disc looks like. And it fits very tightly in here. And this song really isn't any good. I'll put the little ones down here. Here's pictures from when geez, these are stuck together. I haven't pulled these apart in years. These are pictures from when I went and seen Marilyn Manson in Las Vegas at the Palms on Halloween. My daughter Ashley went with me. Here's the little ticket stub. And here's a little clipping from a newspaper of sorts for the Marilyn Manson Slayer, Saturday, August 25th, San Diego Sports Arena. There's that. Okay, here's another little Marilyn Manson picture disc of Armageddon. And here's just the regular vinyl of the same record, same songs. And here's the Mob Scene 7-inch blue vinyl. Comes with a little poster inside. Okay. Let's get into these. These are 10-inch picture discs of I Don't Like the Drugs, but the Drugs Like Me. This one's The Dope Show. No, it's not. This one is Rock is Dead. There's 3 of them in here. This one's The Dope Show. Okay. Here's the Personal Jesus 10-inch. Here's the Golden Age of Grotesque 10-inch. Here's the soundtrack to the movie Spawn. And this has a Marilyn Manson song on it. And a song by the Butthole Surfers that isn't any good. And this is 3 little 10-inch orange records. Okay, I think that's the end of the small stuff. Ooh, this has got some stuff in it. Ticket stubs. Here's a Marilyn Manson ticket stub from the House of Blues, Las Vegas, 2004. And what else is in here? Is that a picture of? Oh. Alright, and here is the Lest We Forget Best of Marilyn Manson double LP gatefold. Here's Marilyn Manson, Mechanical Animals on Back to Black. This is a double LP. It's a gatefold, but this is unopened. So I don't know what the gatefold in this thing looks like. Here's one that has been opened, same record, on 2 different records. And these are the white and blue copies. And here is Portrait of an American Family, double LP, and this is on the Simply Vinyl label. Oh geez, here's another 10-inch. This is The Beautiful People, 10-inch record. Okay. Here is the, oh geez, this is kind of all packed up and stuff. Here's, let me see if I can show this properly. This is the Disposable Teens picture disc. And this is the Fight Song picture disc. Here's the back. This is the little inlay from the CD. Oh, this is the Holywood on Nothing Records. This is the back of it. It's a gatefold. It contains the tarot cards and a bunch of other stuff. A tour book from this tour. Just a ton of stuff is in this package. Everything that has to do with this album. Okay, this is probably the rarest Marilyn Manson thing I have. And this is, I'm going to take this out, a 12-inch single of Rock is Dead. On the flip side is Astonishing Panorama of End Times. And this one, I never see it for sale. I gave a guy $150 for it on eBay many years ago. I've never seen it for sale since. So if you want that Panorama song on vinyl, you got to find this. Okay. Here is, let me get this out. This is Mechanical Animals on the Simply Vinyl record label. This is the Pale Emperor Hot Topic copy, unopened. Here is the picture disc of Smells Like Children. Here is the Hastings copy of the Pale Emperor. This one also is unopened. Here is The Golden Age of Grotesque. This one's got ticket stubs, it's got the tour book, and a poster inside, but I'm not going to start tearing into it. This video would take forever if I started that. Here is God's Gonna Cut You Down picture disc. Here is an opened Hot Topic copy of the Pale Emperor. Here is Marilyn Manson, Heaven Upside Down. This is the red vinyl copy. This album is horrible. Sounds like a hip-hop record. A very conservative hip-hop record. It's awful. Don't buy it. I only bought it for the collection. Okay, here's Born Villain with a ticket stub. I think this is from the Portland, Oregon show. And it is Portland, Oregon, Marilyn Manson, February 13th, 2013 at the Roseland Theater. This album isn't very good, but it's part of the collection. This little baby is also very rare. This is remixes of the song Mob Scene by Marilyn Manson. This one also I've never seen for sale. I picked it up at a record store in Las Vegas right when that record came out. Well, actually I bought that at the same time I bought the Golden Age of Grotesque vinyl, and they had one of them behind the counter. Hold on. Alright, the phone made a weird noise. I had to go check it out. I thought maybe it stopped recording. Anyway, the guy charged me 30 bucks for that record, and at the time I just go, wow. And I had second thoughts about buying it. I'm glad I did. That thing, a good price for that record is $300. Way overpriced. I don't know why. It's not that good of a record. It's not like the first Dead Kennedys record. That should be $300. Okay, here's the Mechanical Animals picture disc. Here is the Antichrist Superstar picture disc. Here is the Antichrist Superstar picture disc from Hot Topic. This one I bought at the Hot Topic store. I think it was $18 they wanted for it. Okay, here's the Marilyn Manson Antichrist Superstar on Nothing Records. And this, I think, is the Hot Topic version. Wow. Can't get it out of here. There. That's getting it out. I'll have to find a bigger one of those. Yeah, this is the Hot Topic red vinyl version. Yeah, let's put this away. This one doesn't have any posters or stickers or anything with it, which it should, but it doesn't. But that's what it looks like. And I also bought this from Hot Topic. Here's the Smells Like Children. And this is on the Simply Vinyl label. I don't know where I picked this one up, but some record store in Las Vegas had it. Again, I think they wanted $15 for it, and I hesitated. But I ended up paying it, and I'm glad I did. Okay, here's the Simply Vinyl version of... hold on. Gotta get this piece of paper out of here. There. The Simply Vinyl version of Lost Highway, which is a movie. This is the soundtrack, and it has a Marilyn Manson song on it. This one I paid like $150 for this. And then they reissued it for $20, which I don't have anything against the reissue. That's fine with me. I'll take a reissue. Man, these jackets they have for these, the record fits in there so tight. I guess they don't expect you to pull it out and play it. Okay, here is the Simply Vinyl version of Antichrist Superstar. This is just a black vinyl record. The inside's different. Has the lyrics and all that. And yeah, I bought this one at Tower Records on in I bought this at the Virgin Mega Store that was in Las Vegas. Yeah, I got this at the Virgin I think it was Virgin Mega Store. Anyway, they only wanted $10 for this thing. God, that was a long time ago. Believe it or not, this was in the sale bin. Okay, this is very rare. There's only 20 of these, supposedly. And what this thing is, it's a band called Dental Work, and they just make noise. And Daisy Berkowitz, who used to be the guitar player for Marilyn Manson during the Smells Like Children period, he's plays with this, but you can't really tell because this is all noise. Anyway, this thing was kind of expensive. There's only 20 of them in the world, so this is probably my rarest Marilyn Manson type record. Okay, here's an unopened copy of The Pale Emperor. I think this is from Hastings or Hot Topic. Not sure. I would put this up on eBay and sell it, but they're not worth that much for some reason. Here's an opened copy of The Pale Emperor. Clear vinyl. This is from Hastings, so that other one must be Hot Topic. Here is, this is kind of worth breaking out. Here's a copy of The Pale Emperor. Gatefold. And it's white vinyl, and it's got a bunch of pictures in here and stuff. Not that hard to get. I think a couple of 20s would get you one of these limited edition white vinyl pressings. Oh, that's the end of the Marilyn Manson stuff. Now let's get into it with this. Ministry. This is the 10-inch of the record or the album that had Just One Fix on it, and Jesus Built My Hot Rod, and what is this album called anyway? Doesn't even say, it just says Ministry. Okay, here's a single from that album, the NWO single. And here's the From Beer to Eternity. And this is a little clipping from an advertisement paper and the ticket stub from when I went and seen Ministry at the Vogue Theatre in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, June 12th, 2015. And that's the back of the record. It's a gatefold. And it's not the best record. It's okay. Sort of. Okay, this one is worth taking out and opening up. This is the Last Sucker record by Ministry. And I don't know which... Oh, there we go. It's got one of those things where it changes the face. Here's the back. And here's the inside. And there's stuff printed on the inside label and little lyric sheets and stuff like that. And this one's a good record. It's worth buying. Okay, here's the... What's this record called? Animosity Somina. Is that how you say it? Anyway, this is a really good record. Good Ministry record. Better Ministry record. Rio Grande Blood. Here's the Stigmata specially priced maxi single. Here's the white vinyl version of Ministry Live in Necronomicon. And this is the whole show of, well, let me get that next one out because they're kind of connected. Geez, there's a lot of records here. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. This, in case you didn't feel like showing up live, this is 6 songs. And this isn't the reissue. This is the original one on Warner Brothers. And luckily for fans of Ministry, they did reissue this, so it's not $50 anymore, it's only $20. And that last record is, like I said, it's 6 songs from this concert, and this is the entire show. With Jello Biafra coming out and singing a couple of songs. This is the whole deal. Alright, this is a really good record. And what is this one called? Houses of the Mole. Everybody knows this one, so there's no need to talk about it. And here's the larger version of the 10-inch of the record that I don't know the name of. Something about eggs, how to suck eggs or something like that. Or Psalms 59. Anyway, it's the regular version of it. That 10-inch version that I have, side 2, the grooves are kind of funny to where the needle sways back and forth and it affects the sound of the record. So it's kind of woozy. It goes up and down in speed. I don't know if that's rare or not, or if they all came like that. But the 12-inch doesn't do that. Okay, here's Relapse. This is a really good record. And here is Dark Side of the Spoon by Ministry. This one's okay. It's got a few good songs on it. Here's The Last Tango in Paris, live, 2012. Double LP. This one is nothing less than the best thing ever. Here is Ministry Burning Inside, little maxi single. This is from the Dark Side of the Spoon tour, Las Vegas. This is from the Animosity tour, Las Vegas. These should really go with the records that they represent, but they're in this one. Here's another live double LP, Enjoy the Quiet, live at Wacken. I guess Wacken's a festival. 2012. This one's really good too, just as good as the other live record. Oh, and here's the masterpiece. The Mind is a Terrible Thing to Taste by Ministry. This is the everything. I don't know what to say about this record other than everything about it is perfect. Okay, here is another Ministry ticket stub. I've seen Ministry a ton of times. This is the Fall and Reload singles. I guess single. No, there's not 2 records in this. Okay, here is Filth Pig. This is their slow dirge type record. But if you speed it up, it's alright. Alright, this is the Just One Fix single, or 12-inch single. And this one has a 8-minute version of the Just One Fix song on it. This is Ministry and Co-Conspirators, the cover-up record, and this is them doing a bunch of cover songs like Radar Love, Space Truckin', Black Betty, Supernaut, Roadhouse Blues, and a bunch of other stuff. Here's the last one, their newest record, Americant. And this is the autographed, there's an autographed poster inside this thing, and this is the clear vinyl version. This record has 2 good songs on it. That's it. The rest of it is, it's just awful. But the record looks pretty cool. Okay, one last thing. This is my ticket stub. Well, no, this is a ticket, and this show hasn't come about yet. This is for Friday, July 10th, 2020. Ministry at the Royal Oak Music Theater in Detroit. I bought this right from the ticket window. So it was only $39. Because this theater is only like 7 miles away. Okay, that's the Manson and Ministry stuff. We'll move on for the next video to the ends, and there's a lot of those. Okay, see you later.